Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't rain, please don't rain. All right, so we got everyone pretty much ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ultimate B-Boy Championship. Today we have two of the top competitors in the world of breakdancing B-boying. The UBC champion, Gravity, from Kaup, Poland. Yeah, Plague you. Here we go. Let me step in for a moment and give you some insight as to what's going to happen and what we're trying to accomplish. Please pay attention, this is going to go real fast. J'étais né en 1964 à Paris. Depuis l'âge de très jeune, je savais que j'allais être sur la scène. My father moved us to the Bronx when I was 7. I got involved in the b-boy scene and soon became a member of the world-famous Rocksteady crew. They called me Mr. Freeze. That led to some films, some TV, some lo-fi instructional videos, and a little of this to make ends meet. Being one of the b-boy pioneers was great, but it didn't pay shit. Give me the bridge now. In the 90s, I made an album, did some battles, exhibitions, reunion shows, event hosting, TV appearances. Oh yeah, and a little more of this to make ends meet. That was the way it was for all b-boys. Whether it was new or old, you had to get by on your own. After 30 years, I was fed up with that.
A dream has been realized that I've been wanting to do for the last 10 years. The UBC, August 6th and 7th, at the MGM Grand Arena, 17,000 seats. After this competition, B-boys will become professionals, be sponsored like Nike, Adidas, just like Michael Jordan.
Thanks to a backer from Korea named Eugene, our first event was huge. 10 international crews competing in front of 26,000 people for $83,000 in cash. It was happening. The Russian team won. Wonderful. There was just one huge problem. What do you mean you don't have the money to pay them? Please tell me you're joking, Eugene. I can be killed over this bullshit. Eugene finally got the money 30 days later, but it was an eye-opening experience for me. The MGM event was a great start, don't get me wrong, but it didn't have that thing that makes b-boying so thrilling to watch. The spontaneity, the passion, the feeling of a real street fight. The UBC needed to be like the UFC, start gritty and underground and build up from there.
The break of the record, beat, break. We are the B-boys.
So I met a new backer, Frankie, a former b-boy who was looking for one thing and one thing only: to make b-boying a legitimate sport that pays legitimate money.
If you're a dancer, you have that feeling in you that it's like a drug, you know, and that's how I felt, you know, happy and, you know, get the crowd going crazy. You know, I used to love that.
For the next UBC battle, we booked Renzo Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu Academy in Manhattan.
Wooden floors are whack. Linoleum is whack. Vinyl is whack. Cement that is painted is b-boy shit. Real b-boy shit right here.
We brought in 5 b-boy masters from around the world to go head-to-head for $5,000 cash. And we added a little surprise.
For those 5 grandmasters, unfortunately, I got a phone call this morning that one of them couldn't make it. So thank God I was smart enough to have 3 wild cards that I chose. And one of them's in New York. Gravity.
I'd seen Gravity get down for some time. And let's just say he's got some passion.
What I do is completely off emotion. I think I'm one of the last b-boys that don't give a fuck.
DJ, hit it!
The cypher was incredible. This is what it's all about. World-class athletes in an intimate setting, battling out with aggression, instinct, and style. We ended up with a tiebreaker between Ben and the wild card of all people, Gravity. It was close, but Gravity pulled it off. Ben was completely pissed off.
Like I said, I think I won the tiebreaker. It is what it is. God bless. B-Boy Ben, I'm coming back. Super Crew, Knucklehead Zoo. This shit ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna be back.
I didn't even think that it needed a tiebreaker. I think it was me the whole time.
This set up the next UBC battle, which we would call a grudge match. You still with me? Fantastic. The plan was to invite Ben and Gravity to see the film of their last battle. We called it Way of the B-Boy by legendary Wild Style director Charlie Ahern.
I'm not on camera, am I?
This would rile them up, open old wounds, force a confrontation that would be carried out into Washington Square Park for another $5,000 in cash. Perfect! We paint the car, we make t-shirts, send out flyers. 3 days before the battle, Gravity comes in from Arizona.
Where are you, young man?
Really excited right now to see this movie, and pretty excited to battle Ben. Hopefully it turns out in my favor. I can win another $5,000.
2 days before the battle, Ben arrives from Las Vegas with a cast on his fucking leg. Everything has changed. Ben pulled a ligament in his foot. We're trying to do this grudge match, and now we can't do it. Hours later, I say to myself, Gravity was a wild card. Why can't I bring in a wild card now against Gravity? So I decided to bring Klaup from Krakow, Poland, and that kid is nasty.
Make some noise for B-Boy Klaup!
Stoję ja z mikrofonem.
To me, he looks like Arnold Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter, Mr. Kotter. So now, the champion who thinks he's going to battle one person and knows the moves of the other person is not going to be able to use that as a defense mechanism because he's battling someone he hasn't battled before or has seen in years. So that is interesting.